time for the talking to stop and the racing to start, because we're ready on the start line for the first race of the day. It is MXGP qualifying. We're going to have a word with Team GP's Sean Simpson. Sean, few people pitching Team GP to be the dark horse this year.
I hope so. It's nice and sandy here this weekend, even more than normal, so it's going to suit me down to the ground. Gate 17 for today, so it's going to be important to get all three of us up in the top 4 or 5 would be nice, and hopefully a good gate pick for tomorrow. The start's going to be crucial here. 180 turn, short start straight, but other than that, track's technical. Just looking forward to it.
Great stuff. Good to speak to you. Good luck. Let's carry on down a bit and we'll have a word with Mattis Carrier. They're just clearing everybody off the start line. Here he is. Mattis, if we can grab a quick word with you. I know you've been really looking forward to these MX of Nations for a long time. You are the host nation riding for Team Latvia. How do you feel now it's finally arrived?
Oh, it feels awesome. You know, it's a bit chilly outside, but sun's shining. Track's awesome. Racing again in Latvia, biggest race in the season, the Nations, the big final. I'm all excited, and hopefully all the spectators on the side of the track will be cheering for me.
Good luck, Mattis. Thanks for talking to us. And we'll hop down one more, actually literally just one more, because possibly one for you guys to look out for. We saw Philip Bengtson ride as a wild card in some of the GPs, and he surprised quite a few people because he was riding up there with the top GP guys. Philip, how are you feeling this weekend?
I feel good. It feels like we have a solid team with Team Sweden, so I'm really looking forward to the racing.
Good luck. You guys are heading out on your sighting lap, so that's all from us down here on the start line.
Jeremy Van Hoorbeek of Belgium, the defending champions, lined up on the 23rd gate pick. USA of Ryan Dungey lining up 28, Germany 29, Italy 30, the Netherlands 32nd. Other favourites, Australia, Great Britain in 16th and 17th position. The MXGP qualifying race here at the Monster Energy Motocross of Nations in Latvia on Saturday. Kick burst into life. And the gate dropped, everybody charged into the first corner, no problems through the first turn. It was Alexander Tonkov of Russia, number 22, who grabbed the whole shot, but as he came out of the second corner, the fast-starting Swede, Philip Bengtson, was already in his stride and up into the lead. Alongside the number 22 of the Russian Tonkov was Ryan Dungey and Sean Simpson as they headed out on the first lap of this 20-minute +2 qualifying race. Chad Reed of Australia was in around about 10th place, but he would make a mistake towards the end of the lap and drop down to 20th and would eventually come back home in 14th position. But number 88, Bengtson, was on a charge. The Russian, number 22, Tonkov, was in second, fending off the challenge from number 4 of the USA, Ryan Dungey, in third place. Just behind them in the background, the number 16 of Sean Simpson of Great Britain, and Gauthier Paulin, who didn't make the best start, suddenly started closing in, found himself on the rear wheel of Simpson, and with a move on around lap 4, found himself up into 4th place. Jeremy Van Hoorbeek didn't make the best start for Belgium, but he plugged away and was soon carving his way towards the front of the field on his Yamaha. It was an intense battle for the lead. 4 riders in the end: Bengtson, Tonkov, Dungey and Paulin, all disputing the lead and the midpoint of the race. Dungey was on his guard, trying to defend. That allowed Paulin a run around the outside. They got side by side over on the far side of the circuit, and then in one foul move, Paulin found his way past the American, going from 4th to 3rd, and then carved his way to the inside, up the inside of Bengtson, into 2nd, and then went after Tonkov in the battle for the lead. He ran it alongside, but Tonkov, that was the first of 2 moments whilst leading the race as Paulin tried to go through. And this was the second. Tonkov went to the inside, hit a neutral as he came out of the left-hander, lost his drive almost over the handlebars, and Paulin was through into the lead. Tonkov was then in second, and a couple of laps later would get taken out by the hard-charging number 1 of Jeremy Van Hoorbeek, who by now was past Ryan Dungey and into 3rd place. Gauthier Paulin, though, was in a class of his own and was opening up a sizable lead at the head of the field. Van Hoorbeek got himself into second. Dungey was third. Nagel charged through the pack from outside the top 15 to get fourth. And Simpson of Great Britain was fifth, but it was a win for Team France and Gauthier Paulin in MXGP qualifying. Official confirmation then, and it was Paulin of France, and then Van Hoorbeek, Belgium, USA, Dungey, German, Nagel, Simpson of GBR with Gonçalves, Tonkoff and Caro.
You're the winner of the MXGP qualifying race. You ticked all the boxes you need to tick there for Team France. How was it?
I mean, it was great. You know, the track, it's really soft, and the ground was harder when we were riding the GP here. So now it's more like sandy, and it's cool because you have many lines and you can pass riders. So it was great. You know, didn't start up front because it's like lottery to get the place on the gate, and that makes Motocross of Nation really cool. So I had to fight, I had to pass Jeremy Van Der Beek and Rand and Jay. Also, Tonkoff was riding good, and yeah, anyway, I'm happy with my bike, my riding, and tomorrow hopefully my both teammates will do a great result, so then we can have a cool place on the gate. And we'll see, tomorrow we need to take the lowest points we can. Normally in MXGP it's the more we can, but now it's the lowest, so yeah, we'll see tomorrow.
Well, great job, well done.